also a railway track passing through this jungle and crossing the Doodh Sagar Falls. And the railway has generally been very kind. They slow down the trains even without any station, or sometimes even stop them, halt them for a few seconds, so that people can have a view of this magnificent fall. So those enthusiasts who want to visit the Doodh Sagar Falls, a very brief itinerary would be that they would settle down somewhere around Panjim, hire a hotel, and then the most convenient way is to book a tour which would cost you something between 1500 rupees to 2000, and that would include all your tickets except the big camera or the movie camera you are having. They will then by bus bring you to the Kolim village, which is the starting point for the road journey, or this off-road journey trek to the Doodh Sagar Falls. So these falls are situated at the time distance of 45 minutes and kilometers distance of 20 from the point of start in Kolim. And this type of a bumpy jeep drive would be needed for a group of 7. You can hire a jeep for yourself even if you are 1, 2, 3 or 4. But the capacity is 7, and they charge you for the full jeep, which is approximately 700 rupees per person. So if there are 7 passengers, excluding the driver, then the jeep consists of 7 tourists, and this takes you to the Doodh Sagar Falls. Generally it is 45 minutes ride to and 45 minutes ride from the Doodh Sagar Falls, and if you take a package, they allow you approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes to spend around the falls. Selvis, the gentleman who is driving us to the Doodh Sagar Falls, was listening to my previous video, and there I was mentioning that Zuari and the Mandovi River. Mandovi River, the river on which these falls are located. This river makes the fall called Doodh Sagar Falls. These rivers I was mentioning do not meet at all, and they join the Arabian Sea independently. But this gentleman, Selvis, has just told me this is not true. That means my information was wrong. Somewhere before Panjim, there is a place. क्या नाम बताया तुमने उस जगह का जहाँ पे वो नदी मिलती है? There is a place before Panjim, some kilometers before Panjim, where they have a channel that connects Zuari and the Mandovi River. So the two rivers are connected probably with the good idea of sharing the backwater strength of the rivers. I do not know, he doesn't know it very clearly, whether that connection is a natural one or it is an artificially engineered connection between the two rivers. This side we are told is the cashew plantation. Cashew plantation this side. They obtain a lot of cashew, good quality cashew from here. And most of the trees, the vegetation here is of the mark trees. Now mark is the name in the Konkani language. The botanical or the scientific name is still to be known. Karnataka. So Doodh Sagar Falls are located in the Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary, which forms the border between the state of Goa and the state of Karnataka. So this river, as I was saying, flows into Goa from Karnataka, and very soon after it enters into the territory of Goa, it forms the Doodh Sagar Falls. So Doodh Sagar is generally supposed to be the border between the shared border of the Goa state and the state of Karnataka. River, as I said, was really not very long. It's only 64 kilometers. It's very strange that such a small river, but still forming such wonderful, world-class, the world attraction level falls known as the Doodh Sagar Falls. So Mark is the plantation. There are various kind of trees, and this is a tropical. This is a typical equatorial forest. Goa lies in the southern part of India, close to equator. So it's and one can see as we pass through this jungle, the vegetation is typically defined by the region it falls in. So this is the way, and very bumpy, very bumpy. Don't eat too much if you are planning to come here. Try to have a very little breakfast and reserve all your want of food for the lunchtime. It's very bumpy ride.